4:29 in the morning. We can do an update, and that's usually about the time I like to build models. But anyway, the Hamp, and excuse the starter story. We're in the process of we're going to take a quick little video tour of it. But anyway, the Hamp, and I finished it yesterday. I did get all the masking tape off the canopy. Now, one thing I do have to mention on planes, just like ships. The antenna that goes from the tail to the thing, I usually do stretch sprue. Now, I would add it if it was mine, but since I have to ship this to a customer, I cannot put any antenna on there because it would actually break off, and I've had them break off. So we have to pretend that that is the way it is, and if it needs to be put on, it can be put on at its final destination, because it's just a real simple technique that you can do. But anyway, I always have to mention that. If I don't mention it, some people are like, well, how come I don't have the antenna? That's the reason for shipping it, just like rigging a ship. But anyway, I think it turned out great. Put a sealer on it, and I flattened it out, and there you have it. Finished painting the landing gear. The wheel well, I went ahead and left it kind of primer gray in a way, and I just added a wash in there. It's I didn't do the chromite green like I did the cockpit, but I just went ahead and just left it alone like it is. Just, it looks good the way it is. But anyway, the prop here should be silver, but I went ahead and I'm going to leave it black. I think it looks better all one color. I think silver would kind of cheapen it up. Plus, it ain't chipped up like later war Zeros are. So it's pretty much prestige. The appreciating showed through pretty well. Anyway, that's all there is on that. I'm going to have that wrapped up, and I'll have it shipped on its merry way later on this week. But anyway, that is the last of the Zero, and we'll probably do a British plane shortly. So who knows? I'll just probably have to go just close my eyes and stick my hand in the box and grab one for the next plane series. But anyway, that's it on the Zero. The Petty car. Last I left off on it, I did get all the parts in the engine and the what goes around on the sides here, and I just got to pretty much get it painted and paint a few little details. That's pretty much it. Again, I don't wire up engines, because once you get the hood on, which is going to be about like that, you really can't see a whole lot in there, and pretty much everyone wants what's on the outside anyway. I just don't wire it up. It's just more, if I only did like one model a year, I probably might do it. But anyway, I got the parts on the inside, and I just need to get it painted. I got the front bumper on, got this bumper on. Right here, this needs to be filled, which is just going to be a piece of styrene. And then there's a chin guard that goes right across, and all I'm going to do is basically take a piece of styrene and cut it out and add it on to the bottom, which I'll probably hopefully get to do it today. And then once I paint it, I got to mask off the bumper because the edge here is chrome. And then on the Petty card, the headlights, it says 43 on here, which we'll get to the decal phase shortly. But anyway, that's pretty much on it. And then, really be honest, this part here just don't fit. I had to like squeeze it in. So hopefully once I get the paint on, it'll blend it in. Plus I need to get a little bit of primer on it so I can see where, if I need to add any more putty or tulip or anything, just to make sure it's flush. They just really don't fit. I don't know why. Just because of the way the kit is, but I basically had to squeeze and super glue it, and to get it to fit where it is right now. But anyway, so got to add a little more detail on that. The back here on the Petty car, it's actually got some little sheets of metal that covers up the headlights, or excuse me, the tail lights here. Well, I did styrene, and it's actually too big, even sand down. I covered up the license plate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip that back off, and I'm going to take some epoxy sculpt over yonder, and I'm going to fill that in, and then I'll just take a toothpick and I'll score it, and basically make the covers out of epoxy sculpt, and it should be closer to scale, and it'll be a little more smoother that way. So got to do that, and then hopefully we can get I like to get it painted. That's just it just needs to be painted. I got to touch up the bottom and paint the exhaust and all that. We're just going to have to pick a Saturday or a Sunday, and then once I get all the basic instructions, just have a go at it painting day. But anyway, that's a quick update on that. Hopefully get a little more done today on it, and we can hopefully start painting. The Star Destroyer kit, these are fantastic. These remind me of the old and they reissued them. You can get the Star Blazer kits, the Space Cruiser Yamatos, and it's only about 4 inches. But anyway, I like spaceships, so you know, big, small, it don't matter. I know a lot of people don't like the small scale, but I do. You know, you can have different classes of ships. You can have force perspective. You know, I just think it's just cool. Plus, it's a Star Destroyer, and I got 2 of them because one, you can have the little antenna lying down, and then you can have the one from A New Hope where it actually sticks straight up. That's just you know, that's the nerd in me talking. But anyway, great kit. So I'll probably do a quick little video on that as very shortly. But anyway, that's what I got going today. Playing around with the Bandai Star Destroyers. Petty car keeps getting more and more improved, and we finished up the Hamp. So that's what I got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.